On the base of elements, the costing is classified into three. If you made 400 calls, that extra 100 calls will be considered as 1 rupee each. After doing all the production, the costing has to be done by accountants. Those we call it as administration. Hello everyone, this is your Adarsh here, lecturing Vidyaashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence. We are done with your session 1. In the session 1, we completed all the theory topic like the advantages, limitations, as well as the difference between cost accounting as financial accounting. Now, in today's session, what are the things we are going to explain and we are going to learn? Now, your unit 1 and session 2 in this, the agenda is very simple, classification of cost. Remember, there are two things. One will be classification, one more will be methods of costing. Maybe you have heard about the contract costing, process costing, job costing, all those we call it as methods of costing. In your examination, if you get classification of costing, your answer must be this one, whatever I'm going to explain you today. Easiest one, easily you can remember. Whatever examples I'll say, better to write down in a paper or book. It will be easy for you to understand. Now, classification of cost. Cost accounting or cost we cannot classify directly. There are 5 types, 6 types, 7 types. Like that, we cannot classify. On the base of it is nature, controllability, normality. Many elements are there. On those bases, we classified into many groups. Now, first thing, classification of cost on the basis of elements. Now, on the base of elements, the costing is classified into three: material, labor, and expenses. I'll give you a simple example, like you want to purchase some like one vehicle, two-wheeler. Now, if you want to purchase a two-wheeler, in that the manufacturer has three kinds of cost. Which are those costs? Like material, labor, expenses. Whatever material used, the fiber, iron, metal, plastic, rubber, whatever used, that is called material cost. For manufacturer, these are the things called material. Labor cost. You have all the raw material. Can it automatically it is manufactured? No. You need human being. You have to pay them salary. So labor cost is the wages or salary paid to the workers. There is a labor cost. You have all the raw materials. Yes. You have labors to produce. Yes. Is it done? Completed? No. Along with that, we need few like your printing and stationery, packing charges, postage, transportation, repair charges, oil, power, electricity. These things are required. These things we call it as expenses. Hope you are clear. On the base of elements, we have three classification: material, labor, expenses. You know what is material, what is labor, and what is expenses. All three put together, we call it as total cost. Hope you're clear. Yes, we done like everywhere you make a chart. How do you make chart? Elements. Under elements, we have three things. One will be material, labor, and expenses. These are called as elements. Hope you are clear. Yes, these are called as elements. Under base of elements, we have three things: material, labor, and expenses. Expenses also we call it as overhead. This is also called it as what? Overhead. Now, so first group is done. We are completed. Now we'll go for second category of classification. Now, on the basis of behavior, on the basis of element we completed. Now on the basis of behavior. Now, we have fixed, variable, and semi-variable. Already I have given you example about fixed, variable, and semi-variable. in your previous session itself. Now, same thing goes with fixed variable, semi-variable. I'll give you one more example. Like you go with your postpaid mobile. What is the tariff of postpaid mobile? Like you're supposed to pay 300 rupees per month. How much you have to pay? 300. Now, how much you will get? You will get 300 minutes of call. So right now, at present, everything is free only. If you pay 300 minutes, unlimited you can speak. But earlier, if you go 3 to 4 years back, what was the plan? Like postpaid plan, it is 299 or 300 rupees. Every month you will get 300 minutes free and you will get 100 messages free. You have 2 GB internet free. There is a plan. Okay, you went to Airtel showroom or some showroom. They have given this plan. Pay me 300 rupees postpaid, 300 minutes call free. Every month 100 messages are free. Along with that you have 2 GB internet. And if you want to make more call, 300 is limit, more call, extra 1 minute equals to 1 rupee or 1 rupee. Extra 1 minute is equal to 1 rupee. Now, if you made 400 calls, that extra 100 calls will be considered as 1 rupee each. Hope you are clear. Yes. Now, what about this semi-variable in this? Now, whatever 300 rupees they have told, that is fixed. Whatever 300 they have told, that is fixed. What is semi-variable? Now, if you crossed 300 minutes, whatever extra you pay, no, that is called variable. If you make 50 calls, pay 50 rupees. If you make 100 calls, make 100 rupees payment. Whatever extra you do, for that you are supposed to pay additional pay. So we have fixed, we have variable. Both the character together in single unit means we call it as semi-variable. Hope you are clear. What is semi-variable? Both the character in the single thing, we call it as semi-variable. Now you go for prepaid. You pay 259, unlimited calls, unlimited messages, everyday 2 GB internet free. So this is called fixed. Unlimited, even though you do 1 lakh calls also, 259. Even though you do 1 call also, you are supposed to pay 259. So this we call it as fixed cost. You know what is semi-variable? Fixed and variable, both the character. You know what is fixed? Minimum fees, unlimited usage. What is variable then? Variable means you are not supposed to pay even 1 rupee. You make 1 call, pay 1 rupee. Make 2 calls, pay 2 rupee. Make 3 calls, you pay 3. This is called variable. Depends on usage. There is no fixed charges. If there are any fixed charges, it will become semi-variable. Only variable means depends on number of usage you are supposed to pay. Clear? Variable, fixed, semi-variable. Your postpaid is semi-variable. Prepaid is variable. Prepaid is fixed. Other than these two, we call it as variable. Now, on the basis of behavior, we have 3 classification: fixed, variable, semi-variable. Then we'll go for on the basis of function. On the basis of function, you have classified like production, administration, selling, distribution. Still we have another 2 or 3. We'll explain you these things. Now, production cost. At the time of production, whatever raw material you have inserted, whatever machinery cost, oil, grease, power, electricity, all comes under your production cost. Now, administration cost. If you want to add raw material, you want somebody to order for raw material, production department, purchase department. After doing all the production, the costing has to be done by accountants. Those we call it as administration, like your photocopy charges, printing and stationery, postage, packing, accounting work, all your audit work, your tax payments, all comes under your administration cost. Now, selling cost. Once you're done with your production, your costing also done, you have to sell that. Everything is there in the factory. Can you keep it in your factory? Will the customer come and take? No. You have to sell it. You have to sell it to the wholesaler, retailer. Wholesaler and retailer, what they do? They will come and buy this, or else you only have to go and deliver. The cost of delivery van, the fuel charges, delivery van driver's salary, repairs of vehicle, or else any advertisement you made for the selling purpose. Godown, unsold goods are kept in a single room or godown. All comes under selling cost. Hope you are clear. Next, distribution cost. Distribution in the sense like you want to sell like Coke. Coke, how they will sell? Forget about a 2 liters bottle, just 300 ml bottle. 300 ml bottle drink will be served with glass bottle. That glass bottle we call it as distribution cost. Packing charges, distribution cost. Every month we pay 700 and buy cylinder gas. That cylinder is there, where the gas is carried. So that cylinder we call it as distribution cost. Or else, whatever commission we pay to the wholesaler, retailer, everything comes under your distribution cost. Hope you are clear. What is production, what is administration, selling and distribution, you are clear. Development cost. What is development cost here? Development cost means like, for example, Samsung, like last year, whatever Samsung, you go with the series like Series 7, Series 8, Note series. Right now, we are in the Note 12. So, Note 11 was there, Note 10 was there, 9, 8, 7. Every year, they do research and they come up with new inventions. That is called your research and development cost. These development will be done by experts. We have to pay them. The cost incurred for the research and development, call it as development cost. Now, pre-production cost. Before production, you have to do some investigation. Can I produce this? Like very simple. Before purchasing mobile, what you will do? You will visit some 10 to 15 shops, or else you will Google all the cost incurred before production, before purchase. We call it as pre-production cost. Conversion cost, cost of transferring direct material into finished. I'll give you simple example, sugar cane to sugar. You know sugar cane. Sugar, how it is manufactured, processed through the help of sugar cane. From sugar cane to sugar, easily can you convert? No, there are many processes are there. Those processes we call it as conversion cost. Lastly, production cost. Again, it is repeated. Cost necessary for production. Hope you are clear. Yes, I'll go back to this. Production, administration, selling, distribution, development, pre-production, conversion, and product cost. Product means the unit cost necessary for production. Hope you are clear. Yes. Classification on the basis of identification. First thing was what? Elements. On the basis of element, we had 3 classification. Variable, fixed, semi-variable. So, previous one on the basis of function. There are almost 6 to 7 points. Now, on the basis of identification, direct cost, indirect cost. So, direct and indirect cost means what? Very simple. Direct cost means like manufacturing of something like sugar cane to sugar. Now, sugar cane you add. Now, from sugar cane you manufacture sugar. So, whatever sugar cane we call it as direct cost. If you want to run the machine, you have to add chemicals, you have to add oil, so power, all those comes under indirect cost, which is not visible actually directly, but it is supported to convert the raw material to finished goods. Hope you are clear what is indirect cost. Indirectly, which is supporting for the manufacturing unit. Hope you are clear. Good. This we call it as classification on the basis of identification. The rest of the things are easy actually. Normal cost and abnormal cost. What is normal as well as abnormal? I'll give you simple example. You will understand better. Now, You have written your cost accounting exam. Just assume that you have written your costing exam. Paper was for 80 marks. Paper was for 80 marks. You have attended 70 marks. Now, even though the paper is for 80 marks, how much you have attended? You have attended 70 marks. Now, what is your expectation? Your expectation is, I have written 70, I may get 65. What is your expectation? Your expectation is 65 marks. Now, so after 1 month, you prayed to your God and everything. Finally, you got your result. What was your result? If your result is 65 only. What is your result? 65. Luckily, you got exact 65. Now, what is a normal cost or normal loss means? You have written for 70, you are expected 65, this 5 marks gone. You already know that you will not get this 5 mark. This is a normal one. So this we call it as normal cost. Hope you are clear. You have attended 70, you are expecting 65. The whatever difference 5 is there, that is called normal cost because you are expected already. But after your result came, you got around 55. What is your marks? 55. The difference between your expectation is 65, your marks is 55. You're not expected, you will get 55. You're shocked actually. This 10 mark, we call it as abnormal. Hope you're clear. This is what? Abnormal. How do we connect this with your cost accounting? Now, in the cost accounting, what happened? At the time of manufacturing, you're expecting like 10 kilo of sugar cane you have added. You're expecting 2 kilo of sugar. From this, you are expecting how much? 2 kilo of sugar. But you got 1.5 kilo of sugar. 1.5. This 0.5 we call it as abnormal. Below your expectation, if it goes, this we call it as abnormal. Why this abnormal actually? Maybe your process is not correct. Maybe your machine is not working properly. Maybe the worker is not skilled actually because of so many damages are there. Because of that, your production is decreasing. Below the normal thing, we call it as abnormal cost. Hope you are clear. What is normal? It is as per your expectation. What is abnormal? Below your expectation. Hope you are clear. On the basis of controllability, controllable cost, uncontrollable cost. What is controllable and uncontrollable? Like, I'll give you a simple example for that. During the lockdown, the corona, COVID and all, during the lockdown, what happens? Normally, we cut down all our luxury things. Like, every day you are supposed to have morning breakfast, lunch, dinner. Morning breakfast, lunch, dinner. Along with that, normally we go for snacks also. We go for snacks. Sometimes you will only prepare, or else you will order pizza, burger or something from outside. Now, in this, I can categorize as breakfast, lunch, dinner, uncontrollable. Snacks, controllable. Hope you understood. These are the basic needs we should have. We cannot control this. These are the basic needs. Whatever snacks, whatever you order for pizza or something outside food, junk foods, that you can avoid actually. That you can avoid. This we call it as controllable, uncontrollable. Hope you are clear. In the same thing in the costing also, few costs are there which are controllable, which are uncontrollable. Hope you are clear. Yes. It is all about your classification of cost on the basis of behavior, on the basis of normality, on the basis of element, on the basis of function, on the basis of controllability, all the basis for classification. As I told you, everywhere you make chart like controllability, uncontrollable, controllable. Like this you make chart. it is easy for you to understand. And whatever examples I have given, please remember this so that you need not to read these things again. Don't read all this sentence and all. You can create your own sentence, but it must be related to this particular topic. Now, I'll go back to all these slides. Please take screenshot. Agenda will be classification of cost on the basis of elements, on the basis of behavior, on the basis of function, on the basis of function itself, on the basis of identification, on the basis of normality, on the basis of controllability. So this is all about your today's session. With this, we completed your unit 1. So we can expect minimum 20 marks from your unit 1. One will be 15 mark, one will be 5 mark. But 15 marks is must from your unit 1. What about your next session? Next session we go with unit 2. That will be your cost sheet. Cost sheet format will go for the first session. The coming sessions will go with the practical things. Thank you.